Now, some people say like, you cannot rely on that. They mean like all those online companies with illegal use. How can you rely on something? Maybe that company will not exist soon. And another thing, they don't like basically criminalistic people are managing or telling what to do. What do I think? How to make, I guess, stability or last for a long time. Honestly, it depends on how you look, because based on law system, if they do like that, first of all, they have illegal corporation, because I never did allow anything. They made up, look like I allow. So they were implementing my innovation because nobody was exploring. And I came to certain software decisions, many sites, and the whole exploring is my exploring. The exploring should be substantially different. So I can tell the whole exploring is illegal. If you want like stability, which is today, then you deal with no external system, no exploring. That's how I look. Like suppose IBM or other companies, whatever computers inside, it's not for exploring. To me, it's more legal because I didn't come to that, whatever they have. But whatever I came to, they used. And they're not supposed to have that. Like I see Facebook or messengers or different stuff. YouTube, they should not even have that. Honestly, they had to look for me, it's not their stuff. And now they put everywhere, look like it was for them, they can use. They cannot use. So, they're in illegal use. If I take him, or anyone take him to Innovation Center, they cannot say a word how they started. Because it's not the innovation of 92. And then, how much you pay, they cannot show. Basically, they're in corruption business. Corruption means my ex-wife found some politicians, they made up papers and they go and implement. And then they put them everywhere, look like it's okay, they can use. They cannot use. So stability-wise, to me, if you don't want to pay, just shut down them or liquidate. Liquidate to whoever want to make legal and normal. They're in illegal use, I'm telling you right now. It's not their real business. Including Amazon, YouTube, Google. It's not their business, nothing. They didn't have like a certain team who came to that. That search engine is not for Google to use. And network is not for Google to use. Before search or after search, it's not for Google to use. They're in illegal use. So, stable, how can I talk about stability if they're in illegal use? Yeah, I see like Americans, they got comfortable with it, look, they keep doing something, look like it's for them to use. It's not for them to use. Legally, you need to shut down them. You don't want to pay enough, so shut down. Illegal company. But the Americans got comfortable. And now they do everything, and I'm sure they don't want to shut down. They don't want to shut down, but they're legal. If you stole something from BMW or Mercedes or Rolls-Royce, open the company, and you keep producing that part or parts or project, that company should be stopped. Either you pay, make legal, or shut down. That's how Google should be, Amazon, anyone. I'm serious, that's how I look. So you don't need to feel bad, it's just not your stuff. Either you pay or cannot use. And they have political people with abuse of power. They have abuse of power. They want to make decisions not for their stuff. You see? They keep giving different names and all kind of stupid stuff. It's not for them to give names, nothing. It's not for them to use, not to give names, and not to offer on Wall Street. So basically all that business is not stable because first of all, illegal use, then illegal basically ways like using politicians. They should not use any politicians. And then most likely corruption, they are paying to politicians. All those Jewish people, they should not use mine. Before using mine, they had to find me. I never did allow anything. Don't try to use different tricks and illegal papers and make impression you can use. You cannot use. I'm telling you, you cannot use. Facebook cannot use, Amazon cannot use, Google cannot use. Just because you want to make money does not mean you can use illegal papers and different tricks and use. No, you cannot use. You go back to 92, you didn't come to that, you didn't. So it's not you cannot use. Unless you have attorney, my attorney, or me talking to your attorney and stuff like this. You don't make any papers. So in terms of stability, to me, you can shut down them tomorrow, I don't care. To me, actually, it's okay. You don't want to pay, shut down all that crap. Liquidate. What does it mean, liquidate? Because I did study master's degree business. Liquidate means because of certain reasons. Like in this case, they're illegals, they don't want to do anything normal. It should be changed, or shut down or changed. So the company, basically, they liquidate. The company, honestly, right now is illegal use. There is no certain value you can come to because, like for investment analysis, you need, first of all, everything legal, and then you make numbers, net present value, whatever, based on numbers. But those numbers are with fooling, with illegal use. So if all companies in the world will know they're not legal people, they're not talents, they will drop them. So how can you evaluate net present value? Because they're illegal, it's just people don't know. So that net present value of whatever you calculate for investment, it has like a shaky part inside, a legal part which can change net present value because of the illegal ways of using. And that net present value, the profit before, was based on people didn't know. It's not really because of their legal business, but their business is illegal, I'm telling you, I'm not joking. Their real history is much worse than people think. So, to me, the best way is liquidate. If you don't want to pay, you don't want to make normal, plus I'm sure they have a lot of garbage related to those politicians different. Besides my ex-wife, probably they had papers some kind. So liquidate, to me, based on my master's degree study, it's one of the best way. Oh, you need to shut down, but because many got comfortable, oh, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have for government this, we have for government this. But you don't have a government talent for it. And it's not Google's brain. So they use mine, and everybody is using mine, including .gov and .org, all these sites. It's not brain and page brain, and it's not AOL brain. It's not Bill Gates' brain. So you use mine with a bunch of tricks. Basically, you need to shut down the whole American Explorer, realistically. That's how it should be, but they got comfortable, they don't want to change. You see, then you pay them to the roof. That's not for you to use. You're talking about big money. You expect to pay big money in billions, not millions, billions. I'm not joking. If you want trillions, then pay in trillions. 1 trillion, 2 trillion. I'm not joking. I'm the guy who came to that, and the whole planet is looking at that. Most of their time, they are not calling on the phone, not driving Tesla or BMW. Most time they spend on Explorer, which is my Explorer, and all you have is a bunch of tricks. With all your fraud and tricks, they need to shut down. You don't want to liquidate, because I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of the idiotism. Because you don't want to make anything normal. First, it should be talent. I told you, the company is dealing with a talent. That's how Harvard is teaching. Not with some kind of stupid papers ex-wife made, and politicians are putting everywhere. They don't even know me. They should not put anything there. They should not go talk nothing. So, to me, if they don't like to make anything normal, and from what I know, they had bad money. Because of bad money, they might have a condition you need to shut down. Because they had too much bad, illegal use and bad money. So to me, liquidate would be the best way. That's what school is teaching. It's normal thing, they liquidate. Liquidate, it means they sell at lower price. But the company has problems, certain problems, or erosions. Sometimes erosions, business erosions, sometimes problems beside the erosions. All this beginning, all those wrong names, all those games, that's erosion. Erosions to me. So erosions means problems. Some you can get rid of, some not. If they keep fooling, if they had illegal beginning, that's actually business erosion. Now, if you have business erosion, if you liquidate, maybe it's even better. Realistically, they have bad history, all of them. They don't want to disclose, but they want to run all the business with fooling, basically. So liquidate, it means lower price, not whatever those high numbers, but lower price company with problems. And then when you liquidate, what you do is some people are starting to work on those problems. That's what I was saying, you liquidate. For instance, for them to liquidate, actually they need me. Or they can do without me, but it should be considered as illegal. A company using illegal papers and implemented mine. So the liquidate is dead, but still for them to be more legal, they need me, the new people. So suppose Google is liquidating to suppose any company, Honeywell or 3M or anywhere. So they're liquidating at lower price with problems. But because they had illegal use, for the new people, they need legal use, they would need me. That's how you will make more legal. Otherwise, they're illegals. They should not trade. They program mine. You don't program mine to trade. You program mine and said it's yours. That's lying. It is lying. If you program mine, it's not yours. How did you get it? From ex-wife. That's fine. You should not ask her questions about mine. So, It's not none of your business. The real history of American exploring is much worse. They were asking, politicians were asking my ex-wife questions about my exploring that I came at home. Every question they ask is about my thinking at home. It's none of their business what I had at home. That's American exploring. That's retarded exploring, I'm telling you. There is no value. It's like a guy sitting there thinking, and then ladies talking, and they implementing his stuff in the house. It's none of your business what he has in the house. You want to argue, go ahead, tell how did you come to this. Olga said, Olga, every time will be Olga, right? So, but where it was, in the house. So why do you need to even ask those questions? What was in the house, what was in the house? You should not even ask those kind of questions, because she was talking about mine in the house. I was not at internet. You need to stop lying. They give name internet. I was not at internet. I was not at web building. You need to stop lying about this. And then they want to sell for high buck. I'm saying that's a lemon. They're trying to sell you lemons. How that can be stable? It depends on how that lemon they handle. That's how it is. They're basically lemon. It's a lemon business. The whole exploring expect lemon business. How stable? I don't know. To me, the best way, liquidate to normal people, because I'm Italian for that. I need to talk for it, and then go from there. Now, how to deal with those like Chinese, some other people who use mine. I don't know, honestly, I don't know. They did completely wrong. All that, whatever Chinese have, that Baidu or that Alibaba, that's illegal use, I'm telling you. That was not for them to implement and use it. I would say never invest. Don't put your money into that. They think they can take anything they want and then sell it. Trade. What do you trade? So I take Chinese, be it Alibaba or Baidu. In '92, it was not anything. How did you come to that? They didn't. They found from ex-wife and politicians. So stop right there. You cannot copyright, you cannot trade. I never did allow anything. They use illegal papers. So if somebody's thinking about working for them, to me it's not stable too. They should not even trade it. In America, you cannot trade. If you get something by spying or illegal ways, you cannot trade it. That's not your stuff. It's not your stuff to trade. Not everybody can trade. So if you think about Chinese or maybe some other ones, that's illegal use. I never did allow to use it. They use illegal papers. I think it's Communist Party who decided to go with abuse of power, because they're not supposed to do that. It's not their stuff. I never worked for Communist Party, be it German or Russian or Chinese. So they found from my ex-wife, and instead of companies are doing legal paperwork with attorney or me, no, they don't do that. So basically ex-wife repeated, and they put up some kind of stupid papers, and they use it, and they trade. Is that legal? To me, no. They can be liquidated too. To me, Alibaba, if you don't like to be normal, you need to liquidate to whoever like to be normal company, who has the answer for initial talent for the beginning. Because in '92 it did not exist. I had to think long time. and he's using. It's not for you to use. So he's not normal. So to me, if you want to be for trading, you don't like to pay, make legal, liquidate. Liquidate, and new people should have me because I'm Italian. Put together, then it's a legal company. They have politicians, I think German or some other ones. They came to idea everybody can do in trade. No, you cannot do in trade. That's illegal use in gray market. You cannot trade illegal use in gray market. Because for legal use, it should be a talent, what you don't have. You have illegal papers. You made up. That's it. So basically all that exploring is crap. And they use illegal papers of ex-wife, look like I allow, whatever. It's made up. And surprisingly, they don't dig like Americans. They don't dig further. Why do we need papers? We need a person. They don't like to really dig further and further to find a person. In reality, if it says like I said before, if I'm in Europe or whatever they made up, they dig further. Where? We need to talk to him. What personal? We don't need personal, we need a person. They have a cover-up person, some kind of personal bullshit. He has rights, bullshit. I'm not there. It's made up. I have rights for personal where I'm not there. It's not my papers, it's their papers as a cover-up. They don't like somebody to dig further. If you dig further, I never even left the United States. Because Olga left, like I said, and I keep working at the same company. So if you keep digging, oh, he never even left. He was at Seagate Technologies. So it's fraud. Basically, all that beginning of American exploring is fraud. Because they were implementing mine with fraud. So the whole exploring is fraud. Because I came to that exploring. See what I mean? So to me, you don't need to listen to those politicians because they're not mine. I am a thinker, but they are not mine. Not my representatives, not my attorneys. It's like suppose a PhD or any degree person at Stanford told about his innovation. In particular, a lady ran away and talked to politicians, they implement. Excuse me, for implementation, you need to talk to that person. Not she is doing with some kind of politicians. So that's what it was. So it's illegal stuff, and you cannot trade it. And those politicians are telling like Mark Zuckerberg or Walmer, or they like Jew. They go to Jew, blah, 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 blah. But it's not that stuff. Why you did blah, blah, blah? See what I mean? Because they probably expect the money, which is corruption. So basically all that bullshit. Be it Chinese, all that exploring, or whoever go to Jews, or sometimes not Jews, sometimes Bezos. But Bezos is from Cuba. I assume he has Cuban communists attached. Probably Cuban communists came to him and talking blah, blah, blah. But it's not their intellectual property. That's what it is. It's not your intellectual property. Stop right there. Whatever they said, who cares? It's not the intellectual property. You need to find a talent, attorney, this, that. But you don't have. You have corruption. Politicians with illegal papers and repeating mine. In case of Yahoo, that Yan, probably some Chinese told him. So basically I see here and there this my ex-wife with some communist going through different channels and trying to implement and get the money. But it comes with intellectual property violation. And then American complain, oh, you Chinese violate intellectual property. Yeah, but you implement it. You don't implement it. they are violating, yeah, but you are implementing with violation. So you want to talk about stability of work and future, you cannot talk. It's just tell them, okay, we have this school, how did you come to that? To all those exploring companies, be it YouTube or Yahoo or Netflix or any other one. Just tell them, come and explain. They cannot. Then what do you have? Papers. Right there, I tell you, fraud. Because they made up is okay to use. That's fraud, forgery. If there is signature, that's forgery. I wasn't there, I was here. Either California or Hawaii or some other states. So to me, there is no stability. You cannot talk about stability. The best what I think of is if they don't like to make anything legal, because realistically they have bad beginning, bad history. And if they continue, don't like to be normal, then liquidate. Liquidate means, like I said, you liquidate company with problems at lower price, and they remove from trading, and whatever new companies they handle the trading. And I suppose many big companies wanted to buy, they don't want to sell to big companies because big companies would need to have initial talent. What they're trying to sell realistically is illegal use or lemon. So they don't like to sell to big companies because they would need talent, they need more normal. So what realistically what people are doing, they invest into lemons or they're selling lemons. It's not internet, believe me. Internet is only the wires. They give wire name to mine and trying to trade mine, and they're telling it's wires. This is wires here. This would become internet, bunch of wires, configurations. They don't trade it. They're in illegal use, I'm telling you. So if anybody wanna have stable, look at something else, because they're bullshit. All these companies are shit. To me, they're crap. Illegal use. That's all I can say. Have a good time. Bye.